Hey everybody. So for my MMP project, I decided to go ahead and make a Google Classroom. The reason that I wanted to do that is because last semester during my student teaching, I had a lot of issues trying to organize the classroom. So being a new teacher and all, um, my main focus was the planning for each lesson, how like the different activities and stuff. So that was my focus. So something that I really slacked on, or not really slacked on, but needed improvement in, was organization of like worksheets. Like I had a briefcase that I pretty much put everything in, and then when the kid was absent, I would have to go through the briefcase, try to find it, um, find that worksheet, give it to them, and hope that they do the work for it because it's kind of hard to keep track of. I did not anticipate how often students would be absent. I would have kids like absent for like a week at a time and be like, hey, what did I miss? And so I thought it was a little hectic trying to keep up with each student and their makeup work. So I wanted to create a Google Classroom. So this week I actually had a couple presentations, so I didn't get to fully dive into my MMP project, but I'm happy that I actually did start it. And starting a Google Classroom was actually more difficult than I thought it would be. I had to create an account for Google um, apps for education. I had to buy a domain. I bought it was called I got did a crafts classroom. Um, so it actually took a while for me to actually set it up. I had to start from scratch basically. So this is what I have so far. This week I've just been playing around with Google Classroom, trying to think of ideas of what I want to do. Um, so one cool thing is it automatically gives you a new email, so I could give this to all my students if they're having any troubles reaching me outside of the classroom. They could email there. Um, it's pretty cool. You could post what work is due. Oops. Oh yeah, lucky you. I didn't um, do that, but I put down the topics on the side. One thing that I definitely want to do is figure out how to add stuff when you go to each topic because there's not any posts yet. I think it's down here because create questions, create assignments, um, put the instructions there, and then the students could answer from there. Um, but yeah, so this would be like the main page where I'd probably put the assignments up. Um, Here is where you can invite students. I actually wanted to add myself in a different email, so in the screencast I could show you the student view. But one thing I'm having issue is inviting students. So I even went in and put this code. It said that I can't connect to my website. Another thing is I clicked invite students, typed in my contact, invited me through email, um, and then it said it wouldn't let me. I think it's because it's not under the same domain. So I've been trying to Google ways to fix that problem, how to properly add a student, because that's pretty much essential. I don't have any students right now because I'm not teaching. I'm just finishing my degree. But I wanted to do it from a different email just to see how the site looks from a student perspective. So if any of you guys have any experience with Google Classroom that might have any tips on how to invite students and actually get that started, that would be very much appreciated. Um, One thing that I did is I created lecture slides. Um, if you click on this folder here, it brings you to a drive with like all the lecture slides that they um, might need for the classroom. So I'm also trying to figure out how I want to organize the information. I don't know if I just want to put all the slides up because I'm afraid students might not take notes during class. So I was thinking just put each slide up afterwards. So I think at the end I might have, well, at least get rid of this and maybe just put this up before the test so they could use it as a study guide. And then I think on this home page, I'm gonna create an announcement every day or two and say like today, put the date. We discussed blah blah blah. You could find um, the information here, or here's supplemental materials. And one thing that I also want to do when I figure out how to do the topics is once I'm able to post, if possible, put recordings there, like kind of summarizing what we did, or give instructions for kids who might be absent that actually want to stay on top of the work. Say they don't come to school that day, they could log on to the site. I have instructions in the worksheet. They could come in the next day with the worksheet already done and they're not behind at all. Um, so that's kind of how I wanted to tackle um, that issue that I had. I know my site has a lot more building to do. So if you guys have any tips or anything, I would love to hear it. So for the next update, I hope it's a lot more than this. All right, thank you.